Back for part 3 of the Barracuda seats. Outside a little bit earlier. Hopefully the bugs don't come in. We've got the fabric work almost done, and in the last video we just have a couple pieces to do yet. So I'm going to finish these up. Couple coats. Again, this is the 3M Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive. It says for foam, paper, fabric, a bunch of other materials. So I think it's going to be suitable for this. It's effectively permanent, but you know, if you were doing a little work with this stuff and you had to peel it back apart, you could. It's not like so permanent that you're going to tear the fabric. Even a day after you've put it on, you could probably get it back apart if you had to. So again, don't worry about it a whole lot. I'm just going to put these last caps on so we don't have a seam, you know, coming through on the seats. And then we're going to call it good and start hog ringing those covers on. That ought to do it. Get my junk out of there. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So like I tell the wife, with house projects, it's home improvement, not home perfection. So we have one more listing rod to put in one of these seat covers. I think it was the base here. Yep. So without getting any of that glue I just had overspray on, we're going to set it up here. Go ahead and break this off. Just using a coat hanger right now, something I can work with nice and easy. Don't like the sharp ends, so fold those over. Okay. Get that guy in there. That'll allow us to hog ring that down inside, which is pretty much the hardest part. Let's do some easy ones first. These hog rings come in different sizes. If you can get stainless steel ones, I think that's probably best. I think they're 3/4 inch measured across the inside here of the wide reach that goes through the pliers here. They're a little bigger than that, probably 7/8 on the outside, I think. But basically, you can put it in there like that and let these simple little pliers close it up. There's not much to them. I think these were free with the hog rings I got from Legendary. Again, the seat covers came from this company. I am not sponsored by them nor affiliated with them, nor would they probably want me representing them. It's just a DIY project, not a concourse restoration. But all right, here we go. What you want to do, like on this piece here, it's the base. Make sure it's in position, left to right where you want it. And then go ahead and get one of those hog rings in there to this steel spring is where I'm going to go. Now, if you have trouble getting the hog ring through, what you can do is take your punch and give yourself a little hole. And that way you're sure that the hog ring is going to get through the fabric and wrap all the way around that steel spring or piece of frame material. All right, so I got a little hole in there to help it protrude through. And let's see if I can get that thing to wrap. Okay, got it. All right, so I'll probably put maybe one more on there. You know, actually the seat cover is going to come around and grab onto that, probably that same position. So I'm guessing that the back of the seat, this will probably wrap around and grab onto the same area. So we'll probably capture several hog rings when we get to that point. So probably the one's good enough for now. Let's see if we can start to fit this on here. All right, so kind of turn it inside out a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's going to expose this inner part, which is going to go down in here. So I think we're going to try to do the front first, and then we'll go down the sides. Okay. So here's that wire. We're going to try to get it down in here, just down to a piece of the spring or frame material. Hold up another ring, and let's see how hard this stuff is to puncture. It actually goes through that real easy. All right. So we got to make sure this is going to go all the way around this foam. Move a little bit, I think. You can work it in later, but you don't want to be too offset on your very first piece. As a matter of fact, I might go in over here where my listing rod was kind of sticking out and try to hold that thing into place so it doesn't move on me. Okay. And again, these are the tricky ones. You got to reach down in there, make sure you're aimed at a piece of the wire you're going to be able to get on, piece of the frame. Give it a little push. Make sure you get down in there. Okay, we got her. So I'll probably do 3 across the front. See how it goes. Okay. Reaching down in, push. Oh. Good squeeze. Got her. Okay. One more here. If you miss one, well, you can always open it up and take it off. You're probably pretty good at that from the first day. Overall, this is probably, I don't know, it could be 2 hours, 3 hours, could be more. Might take you 4 hours to do one chair, so you might need an 8-hour day to do 2 of these seats. I guess we'll know when we get done. I haven't really taken any out of the videos, so we'll be able to add up the length and see how long it takes. There'll be some paint work to do the seat backs, a little bit of cleaning. I'll probably do that off camera, and you can add a little for that. Okay, so now we got to grab this one. Try to get it in here. Reach down with your finger and feel what wire it's going to be grabbing onto. Sometimes it's obvious and other times it might not be. Get it right the first time. Got a feeler down there. Kind of like surgery. Now I've got such thick foam in the seat base. Having to compress it. Just reach down. I think I got it. Good. If you had a helper, well, they could probably compress that foam, and that would make life a little bit easier. Good. one more here towards the end. Some felt from the original seat down in here. I have to go through a couple layers. Let's see if this will work. Okay, got it. Okay, good. This side. Barracuda shirt on. Okay. It's getting harder now because we're getting everything into place. Not as much room to work. Got it. Didn't have it fully squeezed. Got out of the pliers. So you can go in with another pair of pliers probably and finish it. Okay, that worked pretty well. Close that hog ring down quite nice. So it's a little trick if you go for your squeeze and you don't get it fully compressed, just have your other pliers handy to finish it out. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so we'll take that one off and redo it. Okay, so that one's pretty much scrapped. I'll put it in there with the new ones. It looks like this other one's not great. So I'll redo those last two. These hog rings are like pennies a piece, so other than running out of them, I guess I'm not too worried about it. We got it. One more. Let's see if we can find it here. Okay, so yeah, they're down in the groove there. Way down on the bottom, about an inch down, or wherever the thickness of that foam was. All right, good. So I think it gets easier from here on out. sunny out, so it's kind of nice to work out in the sun. It's gonna give this seat vinyl a little bit more compliance. Okay. And now here, what we're gonna do is these little stops that take the seat back from going back too far. We're gonna have to make some cutouts in this vinyl for those. So without tearing it, what you're going to do is kind of eyeball where that's going to end up and make a small cut. Okay, so you can see this is going to have to stretch over this. I may even put something here to keep that from poking through. I'm almost tempted to cut that off. It looks like a real sharp corner. Seems like that might tear through. Might not be a bad idea. Just put a little padding over that. It's going to make it harder to get the cover over, but so what we want to do here kind of eyeball where that's going to be once we start hog ringing things in place. These are where the rings are going to catch, down here. Okay, so you're going to have to go at least that far. Take your razor blade and make a couple little marks where it's going to go. Okay, basically there. And then carefully go back and cut it. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be the hole for this here. And I'm still not happy about these corners. Might take that over to the chop saw and cut those off. But I hate to have dead space on the video. That's going to take a couple minutes of messing around. Okay, get this inside, bring this over. Okay, we're gonna mark this side. Made some tiny scratches on there. I don't want to cut it when it's under tension like that, or it could really, you could end up with a much bigger cut than what you really wanted. So it's easier to cut it, but it doesn't have so much stretch or tension on it. Okay. Okay, pretty good. I'll leave it like that. You can always trim it a little bit later, make it a little bit more round if I need to, a little bigger. All right, well, other than these corners, this steel frame is just so wide. Looks like that vinyl stretching over that is going to be under going to give a sharp edge on the inside. Well, a hacksaw is probably not the right tool for the job. So I'll set it aside for now. I might take it over to the chop saw and buzz it. Let's take a look at the seat back. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to cover up the ends of those listing rods a little bit, and just a little bit of fabric and glue, and then I think we're ready to do this one. I don't like that sharp metal sticking through. All right, so probably glue that back to itself. So we reused the rods here, and we put a little fabric over this end so it wouldn't come out from gravity, but it's sticking through on this side a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, I guess I'll glue it to this fabric here. Just like that. Kind of encapsulate it. Okay, do the same thing over here. So it's going to end up low. There, we got some material. There we go. Just cover that up nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. And we'll do the same thing on this one. Kind of turn it a little inside out. Easier to work. Center this up. Feel those listing rods working their way down there. Okay. Good. Load one of these up. They make nicer pliers that are spring loaded. I've seen some different things people have used, but I don't know, these work okay for me. This one's kind of tough. Trouble finding that wire down there. Okay, I think I got it fully squeezed. A little bit extra. Looks like we got it. Yeah. Here. Okay, good. Having more trouble finding the rods on the seat back. They're not as obvious as on the seat bottom. The wires are in there, but they're loose, hard to find. Here. Continue with 3 on this side. Okay, got it. One more. All right. Good. Okay, so now the sun is our friend here, making this nice and pliable. Turn this up there. All right. Get this over this. Stop tearing it. Oh. Okay. So I did notice there's a little wrinkly in here even before the covers were on. Hopefully we can pull all that tight, make it look good enough with the hog ring tension. All right, so let's decide where we're gonna start here. Either the base or the top, and then we'll do the sides last. So let's see how this base stretches around. Where it will attach right there. So we've got some factory fabric there, still attached to the foam. Some amazing glue that's lasted that many years. Okay, so center it up. Bring that up in there. Bingo. Hit your hog ring. The seat back's going to be covered with a piece of metal, big metal cover, if you're familiar with the seats. So these will all be covered up. Still try to do a neat job here. Okay. Pretty nice already. nice improvement. Anyways. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there. Looking good. And I'm gonna do the top. So pretty obvious. What we're gonna do, same thing. This one's got a, instead of just piping, it has a gray felt or something with the listing wire in there. So you find the hole we're gonna go into. It's like there. Boom. Here. I think. I'll find the hole. Covered with the fabric, so you're flying a little bit blind here as to, yep, just as I said it, I missed. So getting it in the hole, you got to kind of aim the hog ring for the same location as the other hog rings are in on the fabric, but there I missed. Let's see if I could just open it up a little bit and hit it on the second try without scrapping out this hog ring. They don't fit in the pliers good once they've been half closed. Nope. Try again. Maybe I'll take my punch, make sure I know where the hole's at here. Okay, it's back a little further. Okay, I'm surprised that this doesn't actually stretch down a little bit more, but I guess it tells you that the foam is not quite as big as maybe it was brand new on day one. And of course I reused a lot of that old original foam and just built it up. Okay, so not bad, we're getting there. Now the sides. What we want to do is see if we can't work those wrinkles out a little bit. Looks better. Okay. So you have a little bit of extra vinyl here to work with. So I'm going to try to pull it up and around the metal frame a little bit. And then capture it. Get that one a good pinch so it doesn't move. Good. I'm good with that. All right. Now, what we'll do here is to join this together. This piping, kind of fold that under is what I do, and bring it down so it kind of matches the other one. And now we've got fabric, this lower piece, and this all going into the same hole. So we'll see if we get lucky here. I think we got it. Right there, yep. And you could take another one and even join that together, just the piping to the piping. If you like. There you go, I like that. Okay. To this side. Put that in there. Check where wrinkles look. There's a little something here. Let me see if I can smooth that out. Oh, it's just the fabric on the inside of the seat cover. Okay. Oh, here come those mosquitoes already. Earlier and earlier every day. Looking for their meal. Okay. Looks like it's smoothed out pretty nice. All right, we're on the home stretch here on the seat back. Got really nice pieces of frame, really nice pieces of frame to grab onto there. Basically rods. You see one here? Sticking up. Really nice. Target. Those you shouldn't miss, I guess. Let's see. Yep. Got a little bit of wire sticking up here. See if I can't fold that over a little bit more. It'll get covered by that metal seat back, I guess, but nice if it could. I don't like that sticking up like that. So we're gonna try to get this one out. Redo it. I got it closed down really well though. Oh boy. Easier said than done. Got her. Okay, well, since I don't have a ton of these things left, I got probably just enough to finish the job. We'll just open it back up, try it again. See if I can get it the second time. A little bit nicer. That's better. No sharp edge sticking up. Okay, turn this piping around well. Okay. That's pretty good. boy, that is a lot better than it once was. Really, really nice covers. I'm super happy with them. Might have mentioned it took a while to get. I think their orders take a long time, guys. I ordered them on Thanksgiving of 2022, and they just came recently, so like 9, almost 10 months of a wait to get these covers. But I think it's worth it. They're going to be nice and comfortable. And I guess at this point, you've kind of seen the process. I wanted to do this back piece first, but I ran into these sharp edges. The front is going to hog ring here. These sides will pull down. We've cut the holes for this. We've got a lot of nice targets to hit here for those hog rings. And I think it's going to be plug and chug on the base. So we're going to stop it there. I'm going to go over to my chop saw, and I'm going to cut these corners off, file them down so they're smooth, so they're not going to be poking through the fabric. And I'm going to be happier about that in the long run. So that's my plan. And we'll come back, finish this up, putting them together, maybe showing you painting the seat backs.